Yo, what up? Friday Night Live, man. Testing, 1, 2.
Testing.
All right, man. We're gonna go. Cameras hot. About 5, 4, 3, 2. What's cracking, man? We back at it.
Yes, sir.
No Paperwork Podcast. Friday Night Live.
Man, we got the homie Shadow, man.
Yeah, from Kelman City.
Shout out from Madera. Oh. No, we just did a dope ass podcast, a dope ass episode with Shadow, man, Kettleman City, who we thought was from Madera.
Right.
Just because his last name's Madera.
Don't say we. Don't say we. I can read a shirt. I can read a shirt.
You thought he was from Madera.
This guy has Kelman City where it all began.
Where it all started.
Yeah, where it all started.
Where it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up, Andy? Shout out. Yeah. Let motherfuckers come in here a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before we get into the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. A lot of shit been going on around here lately, right?
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Yeah.
And we're talking to you about the politics shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? A little bit with the fucking the ICE and shit like that going through. Let's see. Cubestero, man. Saludos, vatos from Huron Califas. You were just talking about Huron. How do you spell Huron?
Let me see. Yeah, Huron.
Huron?
Huron
I say
just,
Huron.
Huron's just it's like 10 minutes away from Kettleman City.
Oh,
Oh,
10
okay,
minutes.
10 minutes away.
Dope.
Is that like
By-
one of the closest
Closer to
towns?
the mic.
Is that by Burro? Do you
Boros?
no,
Boros is on the other
no,
side.
is that 10 minutes by Burro?
By Burro?
Oh, okay.
Brother Mexican, not Amish,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my people.
I'll be giving the homies advice of that same shit. Like, yeah.
The Norteño community. What's up with it, man? Saludos.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Oh,
homie?
yeah. Well, yeah, man. What were you saying about Candace Owens?
Oh man, this stuff just popped up, man, on my thing about she posted about the supposed Charlie Kirk dude that was busting on him, right? That busting on him. And she was like, dude is not suicidal because they posted this thing where his dad supposedly turned him in, right?
Right.
And she's saying that his dad didn't turn him in.
Who turned him in?
Right, that they just snatched him up, right, that he's never actually been on the campus. And this is, so people look at Candace Owens, she's kind of like now there's this whole group of left-wing and right-wing podcasters and like social media news, right, and Candace Owens is really at the forefront of it right now.
Right.
Her and dude that died,
Charlie Kirk?
Kirk. They were kind of like at the forefront of the right wing, really. You know what I'm saying? And now she's saying that that dude didn't, the dude that they snatched up and got for that thing that he didn't.
It wasn't him. He didn't
It
do
wasn't
it.
him.
And they've been saying that, though.
And right, we all know
They
that.
said the same thing about that Oswald guy, too.
Right, we all know that, right? Like, to me, like, this is not really news, right? But for her to just be like, boom, like this ain't the dude, even though that was her road dog. They mess with each other hella tough, right?
Right.
She's like, nah, this ain't the dude, and he's not suicidal. She just kept saying that in her post. No matter what you hear in the upcoming
Because she
days,
thinks they're going to try to take him out.
he is not suicidal. That his whole
man.
family's like, nah.
What's up, Richmond Cal Central XIV said, what's the word, Welliga Birds? Thank you for the $4.99, man. Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
So
yeah.
what we're seeing is kind of like, to me, what it seems like is now the veil's kind of been lifted, right? Like it's like the stuff that we just used to talk about, like it was kind of like maybe, but now we know, like.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's got to the point to where like even the Republicans are like, hold on, this is some bullshit. Because before the Republicans were like, man, gun ho America and fucking government and we gotta do what Trump says because it's government. But now they're like with the whole thing with Epstein and shit. They're like, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. You said one thing and now you doing a whole nother. And even a lot of Republicans are like, hold on, you first you said you were deporting just the fucking criminals. Now you over here deporting motherfuckers who actually mowing my lawn and shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, you deporting my maids and shit, which you know it's fucked up. It's racial, but
Right.
it's the truth, right?
Right.
Because you got these rich Republicans who own businesses and shit who depend on the worker, the Mexican worker,
Right.
and they're like, hold on, man, you fucking my shit up. We got to the point where Trump was like, wait, hold on, wait,
Right,
we'll,
the farmers had to actually push the issue on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He actually made a like a caveat,
something?
no, caveat in a system
in the
of
law,
saying
that basically if you work for a farmer or something, then you're cool. But that's like,
But the farmers will have to the owner of the farm is gonna have to pay a fine too to keep them there.
Right.
They have to. They're
That's
gonna
crazy.
They're gonna have to pay some type of fucking.
That's crazy.
Some
but
type
what that
of money.
creates is modern day slavery because then the
100%.
farmer could be like, hey, fucker,
Exactly.
if you don't work overtime for fucking no money, I'm gonna fucking send you
But there's
back.
not even no overtime in the fields anymore.
Oh, none.
No. They
Damn.
fucking in the fields. They only work like fucking 8 hours. They have weekends off too, and they get the fucking holidays off without pay. You know, like
shit.
a regular, like my job where I
yeah.
work at, we get we get holidays off, but with pay.
Right.
You know what I mean, no matter how, the people that work in the fields, they only work Monday. A lot of them, unless it's during season. Like right now, they're in season.
the farm workers, are they independent contractors? Are they filing
Yeah, pretty
1099s?
much.
Yeah.
Unless they get hired for that one company.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? There's farming all over the place, all over California. You know what I mean? And so there's companies that actually hire some a handful of workers, and they work for that company, and then they contract with other. They go find people that find other workers, and they contract with them, and then they fucking so the people are working for that little amount of people that work for that company is in charge of the people that are going to work in the field, so they're driving around in the trucks.
Yeah.
But Trump, he's trying to pass something, or he passed it, where if you're gonna keep somebody that's, I guess, that not documented, I guess the farmer, the owner of the farm, they have to, you're gonna have to be paying a fine, like so many years.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So no matter what, man, no matter what,
The
someone's
money is
getting
all
hit.
about money. It's
Yeah.
all
Right.
about fucking money, which is fucked up.
And it's
and really,
crazy.
we're paying a fine.
Yeah, because
Right.
those farms, I didn't mean to cut you off,
good.
but those farms, man, they're already struggling to make ends meet, and now they got people, that are making their own farms, and these other ones are mysteriously getting burnt down. So now you can't afford the farm. The other ones are getting burnt down. The ones that have the water next to it are getting contaminated, and somebody that's way up there is opening up his own meat market type thing.
Yeah.
It's weird, huh?
And
What a
then-
coincidence.
And then food is going up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all pay.
That dude, that
Jordan Pena, what's good with it?
Yates or Gates, whatever his name is.
Yeah, fucking, and that's the whole thing that like Republicans, like I was saying before, they're starting to see the fuckery, right? A lot of those farmers are Republicans. A lot of them farmers, if you
Right.
go past the farms, you would see, vote for Trump, Trump 2024 or whatever the fuck it was, and so now they're like, hold on, man, you fucking up my
Playing
bottom
with my
line.
business. Yeah, you playing with my business.
When Biden was giving subsidies to farmers and shit, and then you got Trump, it's like, hold on, man, fuck all that shit. We're taking all the money. Plus, they got the government shutdown looming right now. Trump is talking about he's gonna hit the Democrats hard. He's gonna shut the government down. They're already laying off people or getting ready to lay people off because a lot of the government services are not going to be available once the government shuts down. So they're in it for the long haul. And what that does, that affects us. That affects the regular people.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. It's not Donald Trump's money. He don't give a fuck. It's not Congress's money. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Republicans, Democrats, they don't give a fuck. They can go without, right? Because they have an abundance of money. We ain't got that shit.
Yeah.
ML415 said 2 and 2 and put the gun back together just so he can get caught. How the hell does that make any sense? Taking apart a gun twice and then wrapping it in a towel and just throwing it in the woods. Yeah. If you ever took a gun apart, it ain't that quick.
Easy.
Yeah. A rifle, yeah. And then to put it back together, when your adrenaline's pumping, when you're running, when you're trying to hide, something ain't right.
Right, and they just overtly they saying these things, and we're just supposed to bite. Like that's crazy. Like we just supposed to eat it.
People do bite.
It's crazy. Yeah.
A lot of brainwashed people out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Richmond Cal Central XIV said, when y'all dropping a 20, 30 plus homeboy track, city to city, county to county, state to state, straight Northern Unity. That's actually a good idea, man.
Yeah,
We can put something together. Yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to Richmond Cal, man.
Sound good to me.
But yeah, fucking Chipotle said these guys have no clue what it's like to be a farm worker.
100%. I don't have no clue, man.
I do. I've been there.
I don't. Yeah.
So-
I used to trim a lot of weed.
So the little time when my dad was around, when I was a kid, he had me working in the fields just to see what it was like. So I picked cherries, fucking pears, fucking onions, like all that shit. That shit is hard ass work, fool. Like we go and back then it was 50 cents a bucket. So you had to fill up a big ass fucking 5-gallon bucket to get 50 cents. And you know, you think it's easy. You think you just grab all the cherries and throw them in the bucket. Nah, because that fucks them up. What you have to do is you have to get them, twist them, and throw them. And the way the way the farmers do it or the field workers do, they have a system. They can do it hella quick. Right. I was up there just fucking the tree up, just like pulling it down. They're like, hey, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Like, nah, you got to do it like this. So then when I did it, I was like doing it slow. I think I made like $10 that whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Real
you
shit.
see them out there fucking shit up because like during the onion seasons out there, a lot of it is contract. So then you got to fill up a whole bin, and then you see them just fucking just running. Like and you got these guys, and a lot of them they be fit. Like they be running. Even girls, like girls will be out there fucking just grabbing them fucking and taking them to the bin because you know what I mean, because a lot of them is contract.
Yeah.
And so they could make fucking $50, $60, $70 a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're good. And then there's other work. Like I worked in the fucking watermelons. I worked in the cantaloupes and all that. That shit ain't no fucking joke, bro. When you're behind a fucking like a trailer thing, and you have to throw the fucking the cantaloupes on the bin. On the line, and the ladies will look at the fucking in the back. The thing that will piss you off is the ladies will look at the cantaloupe and they'll be like, "No, this one's no good," and you're like, "Motherfucker, I just bend my whole ass down and fucking cut this motherfucker up," you know.
Miguel Longo said them grapevines ain't no joke either.
No,
like,
they're
grapes.
Yeah, I worked in the grapes too, and there's places when you work in the grapes, like down by the coastal area by like Paso Robles and all that area. Yeah. There's rattlesnakes in there. They wrap their whole body. They wrap themselves in the vines, bro.
So you
might just catch one.
Not only is it hard work in the hot sun, but now it's dangerous because you got the rattlesnakes.
You got rattlesnakes and all that.
I never picked grapes, so I
don't know. I never picked no fields. I never done none of that. You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, my dad he moved to Sac because he helped start La Raza de la Familia. Which helped the farm workers follow in the fields. You know what I'm saying? That they were helping them find resources in Sacramento for like their kids and housing and stuff like that and medical care. Yeah, that's why I'm from Sac is because my dad moved here with my mom and fucking you know what I mean did all that shit.
Yeah. You know I mean? Did you see what's happening now in the UK now?
Bro,
did you see that shit?
Yeah.
So over there, they're doing in order to work, you have to have a digital ID. If you don't have a digital ID, you're not working.
That's crazy. It's already happened. It's already done in the UK.
Yeah, and nobody voted on it. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen in Europe, right? If they don't black it out, like with the protests and people, like look. I'm not a biblical person,
but I read about this before.
Right, it's the sign of the beast, right? The mark of the beast.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Once you go to the market and they fucking they scan your skin. Yeah.
And so if you have a digital ID, you cannot work without it. So you have to have it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
So in Europe, they've already got this system in place where during the lockdowns and stuff like that for medical, whatever they doing for COVID, like how they doing that, to where you can't spend your money outside a certain radius. Right. If they tell you stay in your home, right, like during a lockdown, then you may, if you're relegated to this specific area, you know what I'm saying, and everything's digital, you can't spend your money outside of that radius.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon they're going to be able, if all the cars are electric, you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to shut down your car.
If you're going too far.
So you won't be able to use your car past that radius. You won't be able to spend your money past that radius. You could walk around, but if you get caught outside your designated zone and you're not vaccinated, you know what I'm saying, you might really have some legal issues
Right.
in it.
And
It's
in
crazy,
China,
huh?
That's gonna happen everywhere soon. Wow.
in China, they have a citizen score. So if your citizen score goes below a certain amount, then you can't do shit. You can't shop for food. You can't travel nowhere. You can't do shit until you raise your citizen score. So that's how they want to prevent and preempt like criminal activity. So if they'll profile,
That's all it's based on is criminal
profiling.
activity?
Well, it's just how well of a citizen you are. Do you go to work every day?
Are you jaywalking?
Are you talking political shit on a podcast or on social media? Are you are like how good of a citizen are you?
Yeah.
Are you for the government or are you against the government? If you're against the government, you got a lower fucking social score, which is fucking crazy, right? And if I think that's why they're trying to take away guns over here so they can implement that because they know if they
It's
try
coming.
To,
I was gonna say the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's coming.
They're gonna try to bring that shit over here too,
Right.
So they could control it.
Well, that's why California's getting rid of the Glocks with automatic switches. So it starts with one little thing. It'll start with the Glocks. Then it's going to go to the Rugers. Well, they already got rid of the Rugers in California, but it's going to start with the Glocks. Then it's going to go to the other brands, right? The XDs or whatever. Then it's going to be like, oh, well, AR-15s, let's get rid of those.
Right.
And then, let's get rid of the fucking Smith & Wesson fucking revolvers now because there's too many of that. Oh, you can only have one gun with one bullet that shoots one round at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so how are you going to fight against that, right? So I think that's their plan. They're trying to implement that, but they know that the good old American boys, they ain't going to go for that. The ones with all the guns, they know they'll fight back. So they're like, hold on, let's try to take these guns slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And they know California got a bunch of gangsters and shit, and they don't even comply with their own fucking laws. So why the fuck they gonna, they ain't gonna listen to that shit.
But that's a double-edged sword too, right?
Right.
Because now you got a reason because we're such a violent spot, and we're not even the most violent. We hype California up, hella like it's the super most violent, but then man, we don't be doing shit compared to some of these other
Chicago.
Chicago, man, they be getting it cracking and
Chicago, all those motherfuckers.
yeah, Louisiana, bro, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's man, it'd be cracking. But what I was saying is that's a double-edged sword because you're from a neighborhood, you're of a certain age and a minority group, you know what I'm saying? Just like how they were able to with the gang injunctions, right? So the gang injunctions, they were just labeling you a gang member if you fit within the criteria of the average, and you couldn't rent a house there. You couldn't congregate in anywhere with your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll just throw you in a gang file because you're 16 and you're real moreno and you know what I'm saying?
Or in Stockton, you couldn't walk in groups more than 3.
Right.
Right. Otherwise, anything more a group more than 3, if you're walking in the mall, it's considered a gang.
Right. And so now you have you're locked into the fucking system just as a gang member when you're not even nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then so because you're labeled a gang member, now you're subject to these extra
Penalties.
Yes. Right? And so the restrictions on your access to certain things becomes stifled. You know what I'm saying? And so if you say minority groups are the most oppressed, and we have the littlest to lose to fight whatever's happening.
That goes back to
we have the littlest tools. We have access to the littlest tools. You know what I'm saying?
That goes back to like you were talking about the deportation and all that shit. Like they're just profiling people just because they fucking
100%.
You know what I mean?
Arizona, I always talk about this every time we talk about this. They were able to, under Sheriff Joe Arpaio, they were able to throw you in a fucking jail. You go check your fucking mail in a bathrobe. You ain't got your ID on, and the sheriff there, a sheriff officer or police sees you, and man, you look, bro. What's your name? What? You know English? Right. Yeah. You got your ID on you? I ain't got my ID. My ID's in the house. Okay, well, we're going to, for our own safety and security, we're going to put you in the car until we can verify your ID. Okay, well, nobody else is in the house. I don't want you just going in my house. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, well, you're going to have to sit in jail for 3 days. You're going to sit in jail for 3 days.
Yeah.
Till they could verify. Man, that's crazy to me.
Which is crazy. Right?
Yeah.
And
based on how you look.
So the longest time they can hold you without a charge is 72 hours.
Yep.
Right?
Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah. Even though they have, but they're supposed to be, you can sue if they hold you longer than 72 hours without a charge. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what's coming, right? I think they're taking their guns. It's all planned. Like they're taking people's guns. They're deporting a lot of Mexicans because they know Mexicans ain't gonna you know, they'll fight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna stand for that shit. Right. So they're getting rid of more people so they can control. The easier it is to control. Plus they're in my opinion, the Charlie Kirk shit was staged, right? So that way they can. It's another ploy to they can take their guns. So they can take people's guns because now you have a shooting in front of people. You're scaring people, right? Like they're blaming this other kid. Nobody really knows who did it because I mean, who trusts the government nowadays, right? I hate to say that, and I hate to be that conspiracy dude, but who fucking trusts what the government says? Nobody. Because what the narrative of what they were talking about happened doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like. It's just, to me, it's just a ploy, just like 9/11 and all the other shit, the war on terror, the war on drugs, all that shit is just a ploy so they can take more of our rights so that way when they do implement the digital ID, there's no fighting back. People are going to want it. You know what I'm saying? People are going to beg for it. Like, oh, we need to control these killings. We need to control these thugs. We need to control these school shootings. You know what I mean? Like
social score is one of those things too where I feel like if the parameters of how you, like, we already have a social score, right? You have a social score, right? and we talk about the dunce score all the time, which is a culmination of different credit things, right?
For business,
right? For business, but it's but a social score on some level, like it's. Like it could benefit society, right? If implemented correctly, right? There is the parameters of it is what's crazy, right? If we talk about stuff like this, where like this stuff affects us too, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to have a debate about it, you know what I'm saying? Even though people look at us like we're not supposed to have an opinion of it because of where we come from, what we do, right?
Yeah. But in reality, nobody has an opinion. Like you can't put your opinion in nothing anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you.
Right. That's what Charlie Kirk got the issue out of. Even though I don't agree with a lot of his shit,
even individuals that doesn't come from where we come from, they're not gonna listen to any of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like nobody, like the government's just gonna take over everything. You know what I mean? They're just gonna fucking be like, hey, you know, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You know, everybody shut the fuck up. We're gonna do what we want to do. And that's where we come back from, like we talk about how everybody's fighting each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like family is fighting family. You know, friends
fighting
are
over politics.
Fighting over politics where nobody the politicians or the government, you know what I mean? They don't care about nobody. You know what I mean? And it's sad because you actually see people you know what I mean? Actually fighting each other.
I've seen people on social media like block each other over Charlie Kirk, right? Over their opinion of Charlie Kirk, like real shit. Yeah. Like but why? Yeah. Like you got lifelong friends. They're like, yeah, man, Charlie Kirk, man, he was a good dude, and all this other. Then you got other people saying, man, he was a racist. Yeah. It don't matter. Like, look, dude, like, does it fucking really matter? Charlie Kirk didn't give a shit about none of y'all motherfuckers, right? Let him rest in peace. But is that what he pushed? He pushed division. He pushed people fighting over each other. I don't know.
Having a discussion. Yeah.
I don't know because I didn't watch a lot of Charlie Kirk. But from what I've seen is he was trying to open people's minds with conversation. Yeah. Right. At the end of the day, whether you agreed with him or not, that's what his main point was.
Nobody's ever going to agree with anything because me and you, we could sit here and have a conversation, or me and him could have a conversation about something, and I could disagree with him, he could disagree with me.
Yeah, we disagree with each other.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna sit there and fucking want to be like, hey, Joe, we're gonna fucking fight. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you know what I mean? It's just everybody disagrees with.
Right.
You know,
I mean, you're black, I'm Mexican, he's white. Like, you know, we all get along.
You know, it's like, you know, we just.
But then, okay, look, Miguel Lango says, what's up with that spaceship coming towards Earth? That's another thing, right? So you got that fucking Project Bluebeam. So a lot of people were saying, like, before anything happened with the spaceship, that, you know, they're going to have something like Project Bluebeam. They're going to have a fake alien invasion to try to get people together so that the government all governments will come together and have one world government, which they've been saying one world government was a plan since I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one of those things that it's possible, like it's all coming to fruition.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Sounds like some tweaking shit.
Let me ask you this. What would one world government look like? What would it look like?
Look like how it looks right now.
Because it's already happened. There's an oligarchy, right? If everything we're saying is true, that the people with the most money, the 0.5% control the rest of the world. There's already a
yeah, but you still got like little countries that don't.
It's
fall
just
in line.
perception. No, it ain't, bro.
They fall in line.
They like China and what they're doing. Like you have BRIC, right? You have Brazil, Russia, India, China, right? You have all these countries and us, and all that is just it's like it doesn't really affect. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who are fucked up are still going to be fucked up, and the people who are rich are still going to be rich, right? Like that's all just really for show. Like the Democrats and Republicans, just how Trump just be dealing with dude and fucking they could deal with whoever they want.
It's like the Roman Empire all over again.
Right? It's just a circus, right? It's just part of the circus. Yeah. The reality is that dudes who want to do business in China go fucking do business in China.
Right.
If you got the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go do business in Russia.
Did you guys see what? I mean, I don't know. It's not really publicized, but what's happening in the Philippines right now? The Philippines they overthrew their government recently, so the people took over their government, and so they're trying to expel their government officials. They're trying to expel the president right now, but you don't see that on the news. Right, you don't see that on social media.
They want you to think that shit ain't possible.
Yeah,
they want you to think it ain't possible.
Right,
and imagine what they're doing in the Philippines if that shit would happen over here.
Right.
If the people would just say, you know what I mean, fuck Republicans, fuck Democrats, fuck, you know what I mean, and everybody just come together and be like, you know,
divide and conquer.
Yeah, you know how fucking scared fucking the government would be.
Yeah.
And,
Dude,
yeah.
Miguel said it's said that all presidents are related except one.
Man, fuck, I don't know, man.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
I've seen that. I've seen some shit like that. I don't know if it's true.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, there's a lot of fucking conspiracies. You can bring up any kind of fucking situation and make it coincide with another situation if you want, right? You can make anything positive or negative. But what we see right now, the facts that we see so-called alien ship coming to Earth, right? We got
boy in Panama with the little
we got the
alien,
dude in Panama with the alien, but then we got the Charlie Kirk issue. We got kids getting shot in school. We got fucking, Donald Trump over here not releasing the Epstein files. We got a lot of shit coming together like at the same time, which makes it look like it's a whole bunch of fuckery. Yeah. And to the average person, like, man, we just want to feed our kids. Yeah. We just want to go to work, want to live our life. Then you got all this other shit that's happening, dude. That the world's control.
Last time we was on live, I went in on Lil Hat people, right?
Yeah.
And man, I still for the most part believe that, right? But you know what somebody said? You know what I've seen? Somebody say was if the Lil Hat people were really behind everything, then you shouldn't know, right? So were they thrown out at us like, okay, it's these dudes' issue because we ain't gonna do nothing to them anyways, right? So it's these dudes' issue, but really it's these other people's issue. The people who are just like
trying to control shit, like Trump,
I don't. I mean, I really don't know, right? The thing that I seen through 3 other fucking group segments, like, man, maybe it's these dudes, and it went all the way back to the Vatican and went, right?
Right. Saludos from Southside Stockton from C209. Hell yeah. Richmond said, them aliens don't want to smoke with the Norte, I'll tell you that. That's right, fool. Hey, come to the Norte, fool. You start set tripping. No, but yeah, Richmond, CA Central XRV said the Rothschilds and Rockefellers own the world.
Yeah, they came even from England or something like that. That shooting at the canal
Yeah.
with Wyatt Earp and stuff like that, that almost deterred the Rothschild, the Duke or Lord Rothschild from coming from England to help with the railroad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it goes back to history, dude. They've
Yeah.
been people
Thank
have been
you.
trying to control the world for centuries. I mean, and it goes back to the Europeans when they came over here and they conquered the Mexico. You know what I mean? The indigenous, the Indians, the natives. You know what I mean? So throughout history, there's always been people trying to control the world.
Yeah.
But now with technology, with the internet,
Only
like
corn
it's
nuts.
possible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
now it's possible. Rich Gang 94 said 559 in La Casa. What's cracking?
What's up,
Half this said you
559?
ain't live life till you
559.
pick tomatoes in Stockton. I heard the fuck out of that. Fucking yeah, dude. Snizzy Snake Jr. said one world government downloading almost complete, gang. Right. I mean, that's what it is. All this shit, one world government, fucking the crazy shit that's happening. We never lived in a crazier
Every
never had a
generation says that.
right, but this is different though, right?
Is it?
Because technology is moving faster than it has in any time in history, right? Like when you look back at history and the development of
Yeah.
like technology, now technology is at the speed of light. You know what I mean? It's everything. New days, you're coming up with new shit, new type of communication, new type of listening devices. The shit that we have now, our technology, the government already has
5
like,
years
shit.
ago. Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Longer than that, probably.
Yeah.
probably more than that. Yeah, really.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, what do you think of all that?
I just think it's fucked up about the fucking illegals, and that's it.
Like go back to that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
I mean, everything comes down to the government just trying to fucking control everybody's fucking life, and that's it, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't give a fuck if you're fucking left wing or right wing. Like, they don't give a fuck, dude. They just want to control you, me, and
Well, they want good servants, right? They want people to serve.
But there is a lot of fucking brainwashed people out there that believes that they're good people. You
Right.
know what I mean? There is brainwashed. There is people that are straight brainwashed that they think they're good people. You know what I mean? Like, they're out there trying to help you when they ain't. You know what
The
I mean?
government ain't helping shit.
That's
I
what I'm
ain't
saying.
seen not one motherfucker from the government that's fucking, that's done shit. Joe Mama said the guy with the hat, a Goofy. I'm sure he never done time. Nah, I never done time, but I ain't Goofy, motherfucker. Shit, you're right. I ain't never done time. What the fuck does doing time got to do with the fuck conversation
No, but
we
when
having?
it comes, because a lot of people think doing time makes you a fucking
Yeah,
man.
like,
You know what I mean?
fucking
Like,
stupid,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me better than you
Yeah.
because
Right.
I done time. You know what I mean? It doesn't make him
Yeah.
better than you because, you know what I mean? You done time. Like, that's one thing people, if somebody glorifies all like doing
Right.
time, like,
I mean,
you're-
and it, I did a lot of time, bro, and it's fucking. When I hear people say that like that, it fucking.
Yeah, I done time since I was a child, bro. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I didn't do like exactly like you, fucking 20-something years straight. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Mine was all broken off. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But
2 years here, 4 years there, this and that.
the
you know?
people who haven't done time are better at their job. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't think it makes anyone better or
Yeah.
worse, man.
No,
Motherfuckers
no.
are just individuals. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know,
Like,
but the
But
goal
it
is to
what
not
it
get
is.
caught.
I ain't never fucking pretended I've done any time.
But I've met a lot of people.
Juvenile hall, that's it.
No, I met people that have done time. That done time, you know what I mean? Whoever it was that said you look goofy, you know what I mean? I've fucking met people that done time, bro. They motherfuckers are goofier than fucking.
Right, especially those cats that go in and out all the time. They used to make me crazy. I used to be like,
Yeah,
you just go.
like fucking. I remember some chicks would be like, fucking, like, you guys must love fucking guys because you guys fucking don't stop coding.
Don't start going to jail, Jesus
No, like,
Christ, yeah.
seriously, bro. Like, and it's you. If you sit back and you think about it, like, fuck. You know what I mean? You can't do shit in there.
Yeah, I remember being in the county jail, filing my case, and just watching fools go in and out.
And it's just like I when I was last time I was in prison, you got lifers in there talking about like, damn, I wish I could go home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're not gonna show that because they can't show that. You know what I mean? And I know any lifer that's in there right now.
Oh no, I showed it. I had life. I had 32 to life. I was like, man, I want to go home. This is so good. I'm trying to go home right now.
Shit, you know what I mean? If a lifer that's been down for so many fucking years, you know what I mean? 20 years like he did, you know, fucking 30 years. You know, damn well this individual's gonna be like, damn, the moment they say, hey, you know what, get your shit and get the hell out of here, they're not gonna be like, hey, you know what, I'm doing time, I love this shit.
Man, you know what? But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, there was a brother, there was a black dude, New Folsom CR, and everybody that was there knows this. That fool was like, can you just send me back to at his parole hearing? He was like, can you just send me back to my cell? Like, what the fuck? I didn't want to come out here. You gotta make me come out here. I've been putting this off for hell long.
Yeah, some people want to be in there.
Yeah, I was like, damn. He's like,
You're
man,
like
what am I gonna do? They let me out. It's
Like-
been 40-something years. You gonna
Like
let
that
me out
dude from
now?
Shawshank Redemption.
It's really like that.
Yeah, they dude red.
Yeah, but look, there's
crazy.
What someone told me is like it's not doing time makes you a man, because any JCat can go do time, right?
Exactly.
Child molesters do time. It's how you do your time, and it's it's how you come out. You know what I mean, and how you hold your head high. But any JCat, any jackass can do time.
Right.
That don't make you a fucking man.
I've met a lot of them, bro.
Also, the dude that said his name is Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
But you're goofy. Joe Info guys, Joe Mama.
I think Joe's
Come
a
on,
great
Joe
name.
Mama. Anyways, but there's always gonna be somebody saying some
Always gotta
dumbass
be
goofy
some,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That glorifies going to jail is fucking cool, or doing drugs is cool. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? You just got to be better than that.
ML415 said it's like when people fear people with tattoos. 90% of the time they can't even throw hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And have this say, you know how many JCats can say they've done plenty of time? There's more crash outs in prison than there is solid ones. That motherfucker commenting goofball.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
And look, I know you've done 23 years. I respect the way you came out. You know what I mean? The 23 years, it made you who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? You've done time. I respect who you are. I respect how you came out. But it's the person you are now that shows what you and what you went in for and how you conducted yourself in there.
And it's true.
And now that you got out, you know what I mean? You're able to hold your head high. You're able to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And you got your family. You got your kids. You know what I mean? You're doing shit with your life.
Yeah.
And I salute you for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I never once claimed that I've ever been to the pen, because I haven't.
And they actually they encourage you to come home.
Right.
And
Right, hell yeah.
Big homies, you know what I mean? A lot of older individuals, a lot of OGs, you know what I mean? A lot of educated people who used, when I was in there the last time, they would be like, hey, go home, go get yourself a job. I remember somebody, some individual from Gilroy, he was a lifer, older guy. He probably passed away already because he was probably like in the 60s already. He came, I got a visit or two, and he came up, and I was already paroling. He comes up and he's just like, hey, when you go home, fucking take care of your family, you know what I mean? Take care of your kids, because I had kids.
Right.
He goes, take care of your kids. He goes, you know what I mean? You've been solid this whole time. He goes, now when you go home, he goes, make some other friends.
Right.
Make some other friends, you know what I mean?
Make some other friends.
You know what I mean? Like you're still who you are, but kind of, adapt to society. And that shit fucking actually helps, bro, because I fucking coach football. I fucking I fucking
Coach football. What are the ages of the kids you coach?
11. It was 8, 9, 10, and 11 years old.
How old are the kids that Rico coaches?
They're kids. They're his son's age. And I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
how-
little kids,
I don't know.
huh?
I think they're like 11. I'm pretty sure. But that's a whole thing with like, people and coming out and doing your life and living your life, man. Hey, man, just be a good person. Just do what you got to do. I was fortunate enough to be around a bunch of homies that didn't snitch, that held their own, that was able to look out. We looked out for each other when we were younger. You know what I mean? It wasn't, oh, I'm hating on this dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We kind of stayed away from the snakes. And I've told stories before about I'd be drunk as fuck And the homies, instead of like, you know, leaving me somewhere or taking advantage, man, they'd walk me into my house. You know what I mean? Knock on the door. My mom would open up. High school, I wasn't supposed to be drunk, but they made sure that I was in my bed, my shoes were off and shit.
Yeah.
I was cool. And likewise, I would do the same for people, right?
Yeah.
When the homies would be passed out and shit,
Yeah.
and, you know, homies throwing up, we took care of them and shit. You know what I mean? We didn't leave them. You know, I remember my homie, he got so drunk, fucking, we ended up getting in a fight. Fucking dude falls and busts his 2 front teeth out. He's not moving. We're all drunk, and we pick him up, take him to the hospital. Fucking stay with him for overnight. You know what I mean? His mom gets there hella mad and shit, but we stayed with him. Stayed with him till he got better. You know, my homeboy got stabbed. My little homie got stabbed. And we took him to the hospital after he got stabbed. We stayed with him to the hospital, made sure he was cool. You know what I mean? So,
that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to do. The way it's supposed to be. My bad.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Hell yeah! And I was fortunate. I was fortunate enough to be around some solid individuals, learn game from my older homies, and I'm here today. And I'm thankful, and I ain't ashamed of it, and I'm proud of it actually.
See, once you get a certain individuals that support what you do, like if you're with your family, you know what I mean. If they got your kids, you know what I mean. Because I got homeboys. They're truck drivers. They own their own trucking business, whatever. And they done time, 6, 7 years, 2 strikers, you know what I mean? And they're out here doing their family thing, and it's like, you know, they see what I do or whatever. And we grew up since we were fucking kids, bro. Since we were fucking little kids, getting in trouble, going to juvenile hall. We went to prison together. We're in YA together, you know. Now we're out here. We're in our fucking 40s, you know, and we're still who we are. That's never gonna go away. It's always gonna be in our fucking heart. And it's always going to be with us. And, you know what I mean, the girls that we're with, you know what I mean, like, they respect that. So it's like, okay, it makes it easier. It's like, you know, we're us as homies and having the girls that support us, who we are, you know what I mean, it makes our life a lot better to go to work and come home and support the family, you know, and we support each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if I call the homeboy, like, hey, you want to have a beer? Hey, you know, me and the old lady, we're going to go do this. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Simple as that. And it's like, my homie calls me and like, hey, he calls me today. You know what I mean? And he was like, hey, what are you doing today? I go, I'm going up to SAC, you know what I mean? If I can go into this podcast and whatever. And he was, all right, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Call me when you get back.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Right?
Yeah, man, looking out for each other, man, and you know,
that just shows your growth as a man, you know,
exactly.
as homies, you know.
And you know, it's bullshit what people say. You know what I mean? I don't really usually read comments like that, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Bro, I get comments about all kinds of shit every fucking day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you do funny shit though.
No,
I don't
but
know why motherfuckers would even hate on you.
No, but you be surprised, bro. You got some individuals that be like, you know what I mean? No, you're a grown man, or you're supposed to be this cholo, and you're acting like, motherfucker, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna do me. You know, you don't know
I'm trying to laugh
you know
today.
what I've done.
Right. What the fuck? Am I supposed to be like this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know me. You don't know my background. You don't know my fucking life. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's like I told him, you know, it's like once you start getting feedbacks of the good shit you're doing, it's like it continues. It's like his music. His music. I hear his music over there in all over the 559. You know what I mean? Like, I got the little homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I told him that I was gonna come and do a podcast with him, they're like, "Oh, you're going out there? Let me go out there with you." Like, motherfucker, your mom beat your ass.
You know,
fucking shut the fuck up. Like,
with Fat Norteño, everybody's like, "Oh, he's promoting being fat. He's fucking, he's so goofy, like fat, all this shit." You know, man,
bro, I'd rather see you fat than all doped up and fucking.
Well, just human beings ain't just one dimensional. Homies just ain't one dimensional. Pretend like we don't got solid homies that's fat. You know what I'm saying? Is just comedy.
You know what it is? It's like all like, you know what I mean? You got TC Capone, you got Bust Down, you got all these homies that are doing all the
love that
thing,
love that
I mean?
shit. Yeah,
and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? You got to respect that. You know what I mean? I used to work out back like a couple when I was married. I used to be a fucking workout freak. You know what I mean? I was like all these homies that are out there fucking doing all this good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these homies that are out there, but. You know what I mean? I wish I could go back there, but I you know what I mean? I like to eat, bro.
Everybody,
you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean?
Man, hold on. Cube Stedo said, Huron Aggies would always beat Avenal in Pee Wee football. Miguel was 0-8 against us. Is that true? You were 0-8.
That mother. Tom, his team couldn't even. They didn't even know how to play football.
They thought it was soccer.
Yeah.
Football? I want to play football.
Football, eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my boy right there.
Man, that's funny. Shit.
Yeah, but it's important that I just feel like the reason I love what you do, Shadow, on TikTok, and what I love what this brother does with the comedy stuff is it's important that we're seen as 3-dimensional human beings.
Not
you know what I'm
just
saying?
rappers.
Right. I know this brother personally, and he'll beat the brakes off of most people. You know what I'm saying? But he'll clown. And he has a good time. You know what I'm saying? So you need to see. We need to have a good time when it's time to have a good time. We need to turn up when it's time to turn up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have those,
And especially
It's a
when
dull
you got
life,
people
it's a
behind
terrible
your back
life,
and
yeah.
they're supporting what you do. You know what I mean? When it comes to like his comedy, like I see it. You know what I mean? I see it with through Instagram and all that. Obviously, we watch each other's shit. When you have individuals that support, your stuff, whatever the fuck you're doing, even if you have a clothing brand, there's homeboys out there that all they have is clothing brand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And people support them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's like his comedy stuff. People support them. You support him. His music. People support him. People support you. Support me. So it's like it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
we
And
all
it's like he
support each
said,
other.
we're not just known as these fucking rappers that's just gonna want to rap about violence
Or
and
these
crime.
super serio
All
homies
these
and
super
shit.
serio homies.
Yeah.
Like it's like me with my TikTok. When you get people fucking, I got people from all over. I got fucking, the Southerners from LA that fucking sit there and comment on my stuff like, hey, you're funny, man. You're a funny guy. You're from up there, but you're funny. And you can't do nothing but respect that.
Hell yeah.
You can't do nothing but if they start calling you fucking, disrespecting your name, like.
Miguel Longo says you and Joe Bob should do a reel together.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get that
About
cracking
to.
right now.
Dark
As a matter of fact,
Dark
Yeah.
white.
C209
I'll
said,
call my dad. You can call.
"Yeah, that's fucked up." Hey, dude, we gonna jump.
I'm about to jump. I'll call my own.
Speaking of jumping, somebody asked about that.
C209
Yeah.
said, "What about the youngster from LA that fought some youngsters from NorCal Universal?"
I seen it.
I didn't see
Yeah, I
You
seen
see
that.
it? I seen it. Yeah, I seen that shit.
But
Were they really? Those youngsters were really homies, or?
I don't know. But if they were not,
so
man, I feel like if you supposed to get it, you need
So
to
what
go
I
get
seen
it.
online, dude had an 831 tat, the youngster, the little dude, and he somebody posted what his reply on there. He said he dropped out of his gang years ago. So
But one of them had one of them was all in fucking blue.
that was probably his cousin or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, the blue pants on.
Yeah,
huh?
the
Yeah.
blue pants and the blue
They
jacket.
said he's a soccer player,
Oh, okay. Then he should have done more kicks.
right? You should have been kicking that fool.
He should have kicked his shins.
Yeah, because
I missed the whole thing.
I don't know. That's just crazy.
I don't know, man,
shit.
but I
Richmond
feel like if it's on, it's on. You need to get to work, man.
Yeah, Richmond Cal
all that
Central
dancing.
XIV, thanks for the 499. He said, y'all fools ain't drinking. I propose a shot of tequila.
Nah, brother, I stopped drinking, man.
Man.
I don't drink no more. yeah.
Everybody's on their sober tip, man.
I don't drink no more.
I just
But
gotta work
I'll drink
tomorrow.
after this.
But we'll
All right,
take a
cool.
shot
We
of
got
water.
some tequila for you. You can drink. It's in the fridge, bro. You can drink it.
As a matter of fact, I'll take a shot with you, man. I'm not fully sober, but I don't get drunk like that. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm cool.
I have 1 or 2 drinks and I'll be cool. You know what I mean?
I'll take a shot of some Sprite. I think I got some Sprite in there.
Yeah, I gotta work
but
tomorrow.
appreciate you, Richmond, California Central, XIV. Man, you a real one, man. Appreciate that. For sure. 100. But yeah, man, fucking that fight was it was generic, man. When you got the Transformer dude, Megatron laughing
Making
at
fun
you.
of you.
Yes. What'd he say? You humans are animals. Oh, you guys are animals. Like, bro, when Megatron making fun of you.
I wouldn't know why. I understand, you know what I mean? If people are young and you want to be out there gangbanging, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Do your thing, you know what I mean? But if you had a family, like something like that, knowing damn well you're going to, if I'm going to fight you, I'm going to fight you somewhere where nobody's going to stop us.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can't control it, right?
Right.
Some,
Yeah.
See, everybody, I've seen people saying that in the comments. Oh, you doing it in front of, bro? If you bang and sometimes it just happens. It just kicks off. It's not. You might even be trying to
like see me around the corner type.
Yeah.
Hey, come see me around the corner.
But then some dudes just get hyped. They don't want to go around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Because ain't nobody can break it up over there. Why would I go over there?
They get manny right there. And what are you gonna do? Just
if
be
I get
walk
loud,
away.
everybody will break it up
It's
right now
already
before
up,
it crack off, and I can tell everybody I was about to get them. They're lucky.
It's different if he's holding his kid or if he's right. If the proximity to the child is just right there, maybe whatever, tough guy, right? But the reality is, if he's just with his girl and he's talking that high power shit, you talking that high power shit,
They'll handle your business.
You just get it up, man. It should be all right. Get out the way.
If you with your family gangbanging, then you should already know that.
Right.
All bets are off. You inviting that. You know what I mean? If you with your family, be neutral. You know what I mean? Wear white tees, some black dickies, you'll be cool. But if you have rags hanging and shit, then you're asking for it.
Yeah,
you're asking for it.
It's one thing if you have your girlfriend, your wife, baby mama, whatever you have, But and if you're out there still trying to gangbang, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But if you have your fucking kid, you know what I mean? You have a kid with you and you're still trying to gangbang, like you're
you flamed up. If you got your kid, you just flamed up. You got the paño, you got the whole shit, man. I mean.
Because it's like I always tell people, the innocent people always get hurt.
You gotta know what's coming with that.
Yeah, innocent people always get hurt. I don't.
You gotta know what's coming with that.
Yeah, for real. And it's fucked up when shit happens. But like Thumps, for instance, perfect example. Thumps talked about it. You know what I mean? What happened in his situation? He tried to avoid the fight. You know what I mean? He tried to avoid the conflict. But the dude who was with his family, and I seen in the comments,
watered down like a motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfuckers were like, "Oh, you shot a 10-year-old and you shot a family." Well, he was 16 at the time, so he was a kid in damn self. But he tried to avoid the situation. Dude kept talking shit. He was like, "Keep walking." Dude was like, "Man, fuck you. Keep walking like all you busters do." So Thumps was like, "What?" Turned around and did what he had to do. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, shit happens. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. Like, dude, you're around your family. What the fuck you acting hard for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta expect it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Somebody, we ain't talk
talking
all
about
that little high tech shit on there. Yeah, we not trying to do none of that.
Right. So yeah,
that's wild. I should probably
talk about goofy motherfuckers be on the internet with that shit. Go over that DO channel and talk to them about that.
Yeah, man. But
right back to
that's for the feds.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, you gotta you gotta watch what motherfuckers say on here. You gotta be you know what I mean? Like, man, come on. If you don't know, ask your big homies or something.
He asking people on the internet. That's weird.
I don't know.
Richmond Cal Central XRV said BFD remix Funky Norteño. How about?
I ain't gonna make that my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I did do another one that's coming out soon.
He said, I remember back in 2009 middle school, these 30, 40-year-old scraps would try to fight and jump.
This is part of the game, man.
Yeah.
Part of the game.
Yeah.
So nobody said, when y'all gonna do weekly top 10 music video reactions?
It's coming. It's coming. We promise you. It's coming. I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it.
Hell yeah, man. As a matter of fact, dude, let's do one next Friday, dude. We'll do video reactions.
Let's do it. Hell yeah.
Live.
Come early.
Yeah, I'll come early.
Come a little early. Yeah, let's
right.
do it.
We'll do top 10 video reactions.
I love that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But all right, man, we gonna end it, man, because I know motherfuckers is late. We already did. We did a dope interview. I appreciate you. This motherfucker passing out.
Appreciate
He's high.
you, brother.
Yeah. So check out for the interview coming with Shadow coming soon. You know what I mean? The blackest Norteño out there.
Darkest fucking Mexican in the world.
Darkest Mexican. But it was a funny, dope interview.
Yeah.
And keep doing your thing, man, with the reels and shit. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody.
Maybe you could do a reel about us one day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yo, Bob, appreciate you coming, man. Shit. Drove all the way out here.
Right.
All right, man.
Love you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man. No Paperwork Podcast, Friday Night Live, man. We just did a short one for you, but
yes, sir.
We'll see you.